Hello and welcome to another Chelsea chat. And I thought with the January transfer window coming up, I would have a look at Conor Gallagher. He's split the fan base online. In real life, I don't know personally many people that don't rate the boy. Is he one of the best midfielders in Chelsea history? No. Is he one of the best midfielders in Chelsea's current side? Yes. And it's not me saying it. It's not me saying, oh, well, he came from Cobham. He's a Chelsea lad. It's in his heart. And he is a Chelsea lad. And he's a Chelsea supporter. And so are his family. But it's not being all emotional. It's down to actual data. He's well outperforming both Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez by a country mile. And not only that, let's have a look at him compared to other top midfielders in the English Premier League this season. Right, excuse me looking away from the camera for a minute, but OneFootball have used the Squawker comparison matrix tool. Well, that sounds like it should be in a blue film, but anyway, we've compared him. Well, we haven't. I'm not part of the Squawker team, but you know what I mean. To Alexis McAllister, Scott McTominay, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Guimaraes and Declan Rice. Now we are thinking, allegedly, Todd Bowley is thinking, allegedly, I very much doubt that bloke even thinks apart from about making cash, but allegedly of selling Conor Gallagher to Tottenham Hotspur in January for 50 million quid. Purely because he'll be pure profit because he comes from the academy. Now, I'm not saying he's the best midfielder in the world, but he gives 100% every game and he's improving. I don't know whether it's down to Pochettino. I don't know whether it's down to him learning the game. Is he 24 yet? He's approaching 24, I think. But he's growing as a player. He's an England international now. And that's got to teach you other aspects of the game as well. And you're being coached by other top coaches. So let's have a look how he compares, shall we? Top in area out of those guys I named. Top aerial duel success. Top tackles made per game. Top ground duel contests won. Has to improve on fouls conceded because he's ranked second in fouls conceded, only second to Bruno Guimaraes. Regaining possession in the game, and it's an average of 7.2 times in a match. 7.2 times in a match. We've lost possession, he goes and wins it back, and he's leading that one by a country mile compared to the others. He's obviously behind Bernardo Silva in attacking passes made, where he's third, actually. Obviously, he's behind in goals because Scott McTominay is leading by a country mile, and Gallagher hasn't scored yet this season. But I think he got 8 or 9 goals at Palace, didn't he, in a season, and I think 4 or 5 assists that year. So he's got it in him. He's got to improve, but he has got that side to his game. Pass accuracy, chances created, and long pass completion. He's only behind Bernardo Silva out of that list. Declan Rice is running at 3 or 4 in that list for everything. And if you compare him with the top midfielders in Europe at the moment for this season, he's in the top 5 for everything. And we are thinking of selling that player. And you've got people on social media, oh, he's rubbish, sell him in the morning. He's rubbish? How can he be rubbish and that data be there to back his performances up? He runs more than anyone else. He covers more ground, and he's got all that data backing him up. So I'm not being biased because he's from Cobham. I'm saying it as I see it. There was some, I'm not going to say it, it's in the new year, in a Facebook group this morning. See, I done well, I didn't say it, did I? But you know what I mean. There was one of them in a Facebook group this morning saying he only ever passes back. I've seen the data. I know data. I missed the data. I should be on the Starship Enterprise, and he probably should. Going to explore strange new worlds, because I don't know if this one could handle him. But there he is. He only ever passes back. Well, I've looked at a chart of where Conor Gallagher wins the ball, and he's normally facing our goal when he comes back and he wins it. So how has he meant to pirouette and always play it forward? Now, I'm a big, as you know, people that watch this channel, I'm a big critic of us playing it back too many times and not forward. But I will give someone the benefit of the doubt when they're running from behind players and taking it off their feet. I don't know what some of these people want. Some of them say, I've been supporting Chelsea since, God was a lad. And a lot of them probably have. But what's different now? What's different now to say the late 70s, very early 80s, when we were absolutely rubbish? What did these people do then? Did they go round to Ian Britton's house and put dog mess through his letterbox because they couldn't abuse him on social media because it wasn't invented yet? What did they do when Mickey Droy made a cock up? Did they send him a carrier pigeon saying they hope he'll die? No, I don't think we did. I think en masse we knew we were crap and we supported that team. And those boys run their socks off every game because they knew that. They knew our hard-earned money was paying their wages. I don't know where these supporters have come from. I know those that have only supported the club for 20 years, it's like anything else. If you've been going out with Charlize Theron and Kate Beckinsale for the last 2 dates, and all of a sudden you've got, I don't know, who's someone that you've got Susan Ball to go out with. I know you're going to think, well, yeah, I'm not that I'm saying going out with Susan Ball is a good thing anytime. Sorry, I can say that. Look at my mug. But you know what I'm saying. I understand them being pretentious expectors instead of supporters. But I don't understand it from some of the older ones. I really don't. So that's Conor Gallagher. I had to say that. I had to get it off my chest. I think if we sell Conor Gallagher for 50 million to Tottenham, I think we need to seriously think about this ownership. Now, someone said to me the other day, you can't get them out for 10 years. There's a way and a means round everything. And I think some of our more affluent supporters should ask their solicitor friends if there's a way of getting rid of this lot. Because that'll show me for definitively that they just want long-term money. Of course, they're putting in $1 billion now, but they're wanting $2 billion back at the end. And they're venture capitalists. I wasn't expecting anything different, really. But we need to get rid of them. If they're just going to keep flogging Cobham players to balance the books, whilst buying underperforming, overpriced, overpaid prima donnas, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I suppose the prima donnas can be sold. The youngsters are making a hell of a good profit for them in the short term. They can balance financial fair play, but not the way to run a club, especially not after Roman, because let's face it, he was one hell of a club owner. Right, let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope Conor gets offered a 2-year contract, 3-year contract, 4-year contract, and let's hope if we recover as a team and Conor at that point isn't cutting the mustard, we sell him at a higher price than 50 million quid, and not to Tottenham. All I've got to say, let me know what you think. I know I'm in for a bit of a bashing, but just my opinion. What's your opinion? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching these. Wishing everyone a happy new year. Speak to you soon. Please subscribe to the channel. Up to Chelsea.